Welcome everybody back to Breaking the Habit 2024. This has been an amazing day so far. We are sitting at $1,736.46. I am your host for the rest of the evening, LP Soldier 0303, and we're gonna do some SaGa Frontier, which is really cool. This is getting re-released, isn't it?
It's actually been remastered recently.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, there was a remaster of it. Yeah.
Years now, yeah.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna have Raclesis here doing the blues story category. Just a reminder, we're here for American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And all of your donations go straight through Tiltify to them. There's some really cool stuff that you can grab with your donations, potentially. We've got the Sonic Adventure statue, and there's going to be a Sonic Adventure DX run tomorrow, so look forward to that as well. But don't worry about tomorrow. Let's worry about now. And then we got some other cool stuff like that awesome Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Switch OLED bundle, which is really cool. You got 3 different Zelda games, some amiibo, Pro Controller, and an awesome special edition Switch OLED, courtesy of Video Game Trading Post in Pensacola, Florida. If you're ever in the area, please check them out. You can shop in store for all their really cool TCG, their retro and current gen games. They got some statues. It's a pretty cool store, and the people who work there are pretty dope too. So, all right. With that being said, I'm gonna hand it over to Raclesis for some SaGa Frontiers.
All right, thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Raclesis, and today I'll be running SaGa Frontier Blue Story. Each one of these characters has their own individual story and each individual speed run. The fastest is Blue, and time will start once I select him. So in 3, 2, 1, go. So this is a RPG from Squaresoft. The SaGa series is kind of like Squaresoft's like other RPG series, like next to Final Fantasy. It's kind of their experimental role-playing game series. If you've played Final Fantasy 2, then congratulations, you've played a SaGa game. They like to experiment with like different battle systems and whatnot, and I'll explain that as we go along. But for now, we're going to start off with Blue Story, where he is graduating from the Magic Kingdom as a Master Wizard, and he's being told that he has to travel the regions and learn the secrets of the world of magic. However, he is a twin, and any magic that he learns, his brother will learn like the opposite, and the Magic Kingdom wants an all-powerful wizard. So you're gonna learn half of the world's magic. He's gonna learn the other half of the world's magic, and then you're gonna have a duel to the death and see who's the better one. So right here we start off in the town of Devon, which will give us a choice of either arcane or rune magic. We're going to be going the rune magic route. Now, for most other characters, these are optional quests, but for Blue, they're mandatory. We're just going to go in here, start the rune quest. While we're here, we're going to pick up the Victory Rune spell, which is just a little buff spell. And then we're going to go and gather up the majority of our party. This game allows you to transport yourself from town to town. And one cool thing about Blue Story is every region he's been in, he puts it into his region map. And he can then fast travel to those without having to visit a port. And so we're going to Scrap, where we're going to go get the majority of our party from a pub. Best place to recruit party members. And then right after we're getting 3 party members here. Once we get these party members, we're going to go and glitch out a shop. We have Loot and T260. Those are also protagonists that you can pick instead of Blue. So now that we got them, we're gonna go to the junk shop. Oops. I'm gonna take the repair kit off of T260. We're gonna buy into the shop. Normally you pay 300 credits to get 3 items, but if you select the Hyperion Bazooka in the sell menu, you get 7 instead of 3. And you can continuously reset that so that you can just constantly get as many items as you want without having to re-buy into the junk shop. You can do this on any character. You can even do this casually to get yourself some extra money. We're doing this to get some repair kits to sell to get a little bit extra money. We're also looking for specific weapons, which we've already got 4 of them. I need one more, like, there we go. We're getting, and now we're gonna look for some armor. You also need to make sure you have 1 repair kit, at least, so that way you can enter the sell menu. All right, wow, this is actually going really well. Like I said, we're looking for specific pieces of equipment, and we're gonna be putting most of those onto our onto T260, who is a mech, and mechs, they get their stats up by whatever items they have equipped. We need 1 more armor glove, and then we'll be all set. I think I'm gonna sell those, sell some more repair kits though, just to be safe. What's my credits looking like? That's good.
Do you mind if I hop in here real quick?
Go for it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We have a $20 donation from Chato Taco with no comment. Thank you, Chato.
Thank you very much. And now that we got what we needed, we're going to go into our region menu, our region map, and go to one of the other towns that it comes preloaded with, Luminous. Here has light and dark magic, or light shadow magic, I mean. Oops. There we go. We're going to buy Blue a shadow spell, and then we're going to go start the light magic quest. Now, because Blue is a shadow magic user, because I just bought that spell, he can't do this quest. But since we have other humans in the party, they can do the quest. So Blue sends them in to do the light labyrinth, and because technically the quest is done, it marks it off for Blue as story progression. So we don't actually have to do it. So technically, we learned the secrets of light magic. Now we're gonna go to Shrike and get our last party member, who is a amazing character for most of SaGa Frontier speedrunning, Engineer Car. And we're gonna go and collect our first of 4 runes. Before we do that, I'm gonna do a little bit of menu. Nope. Alright, so it's water cannon, agony, armor pieces, bazooka. Just load up Engineer Car with all of the guns. That is not the item he needs. Okay, there we go. Now, this game doesn't have levels or random encounters. All of the enemies are on the map, so they can be dodged if you don't want to fight them. And instead, you get stats and abilities based on what you do in combat. Also, a neat thing you could do is quick saving. So right there, we just quick saved in case something goes really wrong. This is actually really bad. Right now, we're trying to move as many of these enemies away from that hallway as possible. Alright, we're gonna get into a fight here. Oh, I don't know. I didn't mean to target the same one in both of them, but that's fine. This game scales its enemies based on something called battle rank. Getting into an encounter raises, gives you 1 battle point, and after you get a certain amount of battle points, your battle rank will increase. We don't really need to worry about that. Oops, that's fine. We'll just take this one out too. We don't really need to worry about that with Blue Story, unless we really screw up and take an insane amount of encounters. Which that should be the only other encounter we'll take that's not intended. Alright, and here we have our first boss fight of the run. So we're going to get our mechs, we're going to put them in the back row. We can't hurt this boss on turn 1, so we're just going to defend. And also, I don't know why, but this is really loud on the original version when he wakes up. That's the one attack we don't want to see. Alright. So for that fight, we're looking to kill him in 2 turns. Because third turn, he typically will use a fire breath attack, and it will kill one of the 2 robots. Tail hit stuns. And with the items that we got, the mechs should live through 2 turns without issue. The third turn can be a little dicey. That's fine. And this is what we're looking for. We're looking for combo attacks. Certain attacks will combo together, and depending on like your quickness stat and attack priority, will depend on if you get a combo or not. And right there, we get 2 level 2 combos, and the Skulldrake is down. Now, because we got here without raising our battle rank, he is not that strong. As the battle rank goes up, boss HP doubles for each battle rank. So right now he's the weakest he can possibly be. All right, so we just got our first rune of the rune quest. Also, something really cool about this game, after certain story points, you'll get some artwork like this, depending on the character and the story you're doing. Alright, so we're gonna travel to Manhattan, and this ship's a little different. If you see this ship, you know that you're about to get eaten by a giant monster. Right, this is Tanzer. If you're doing the rune quest and you collect one of any of the runes, the next time you use a port, you will be swallowed by Tanzer. There is a rune inside Tanzer, and that's why it does it, so that way you can continue the rune quest. It seems like it swallowed some other people already, because there's these slugs here. And she's trying to get us to go along with her, but then this man comes along and tells us that she's not a very good person. That's Feon, by the way. He's one of the best martial artists in this game. However, we're not going to be recruiting him. In fact, it looks like they got a lot going on, so we are going to go into our item menu, use our region map, and just leave. They got a lot going on to take care of that. We're going to go back to Devon, because leaving Tanzer like this actually soft locks the rune quest. However, the developers thought of this, and if you talk to this fortune teller right here, it auto completes the quest for you. So now we have 2 of 3 magic quests that we have to finish for Blue done. I'm gonna use the region map, go back to Kurong. Kurong can go to most of the regions in the game, but before we go anywhere, we're going to buy some snake oil, which is mandatory for a glitch at the very end of the run. Excuse me. Also, I see someone in the chat saying Celis is your favorite character. Same. Celis is my favorite character by far. But anyway, we're going to Marphoria. Now, there's one more magic quest we need to do. We either need to do the time magic quest or the space magic quest. Now, going to Marphoria, we're going to speak with Virgil here, ask about time magic. He's going to send us to Time Lord's realm, but it looks it's a little different right now. Nothing is moving at all. Like, you can even run right into those sprites and not actually fight anything right now. come in here and find out that the hourglass in the middle of the realm is broken. So now we need to go report that back to Virgil. Also, when any other character does the time or space magic quest, they can either purchase basic time or space magic items or recruit the characters that have the time and space magic. Blue, unfortunately, has to kill the current owner of time or space magic in order to get the gift of that magic for storyline purposes. So we go and tell Virgil that it's broken. He sends us to Facinaturu to get an item to fix it. We're gonna do a little shopping first. Get a mystic spell from Mei Ling. And then we're gonna go to Gozaris, who has the item that we need, but he also has a bunch of other items. We're gonna get all of those items and not the item that we're sent here for. Now, Gozaris doesn't take money. Instead, he takes your life points. In this game, you have hit points and life points. When you run out of your hit points, you'll then start taking LP damage. When you run out of LP, your character is unconscious, and they can't be used until you go to an inn or use a Sanctuary Stone. If your main protagonist loses all the LP, it's game over. And buying all of those items reduces Blue's LP to 1. So if Blue takes a single point of LP damage, it's game over. So we came back here to ask about space magic. It tells us about Kylan, who has his own paradise, and he's the current user of space magic. And sends us to Kylan's paradise, which is just... If you guys are hungry, then you, this place definitely won't help. But Kylan tells us he wants us to go through his maze first before he'll even talk to us. Excuse me. And because it's manipulating space, now we're upside down. And if you thought it was weird just running upside down, now we're tiny. This doesn't make any sense, and I love it. Come on. That switch is very finicky. Now, a lot of my practice runs have been ending with like times of about like 25, 24 minutes. My estimate is as high as it is because of this boss fight. We'll do another menu real quick. Put that on. Shade robe. Take that off. Let go of water cannon. Nope. Now this fight, just like the other one, can end in 2 turns, but sometimes the second turn does not go the way you want it to. We're looking for a level 4 combo and a level 5 combo, so we're gonna buff Engineer Car a little bit and have everyone do attacks. All of their attacks will combo together if everything goes right. There we go. Usually, sometimes T260 will attack with the Asura beforehand. That way, if that happens, you know one of the humans missed. And now Blue's gonna join in and hopefully get a level 5 combo. Alright, that targets anyone but T260. Actually, will he live through that? No, he won't. Okay. Yeah, sometimes Kylan does get to go before us. And if he does, the only person who'll live through his attacks is T260. Now I'm gonna give this about like, I'll say like 5 tries. Oops. I do have a safety save that is right after this fight, and if we do need it to continue. Excuse me. Alright, that was probably loot missing. If anyone in the combo misses, the combo doesn't happen. Now, the runs for Saga Frontier typically are shorter than most other RPG speedruns, but most of them are very heavy on the RNG. I've never seen a level 3 combo happen there. That's different. I was just saying right before this run started, I've been getting runs using this particular route. This route is more marathon safe than what I would use for world record attempts. World record attempts, you actually would go after Time Lord rather than Kylan. But this one still gets you really good times. And I was getting close to what the old world record was in practice attempts. Now Kylan is just like, nope. Okay. So for that level 5 combo now. There we go. All right, and with him going down, blue will get the gift of space magic and all of the space magic in the game immediately. Normally, you'd have to cast spells to learn the higher level spells. You also learn Vermilion and Sand. That's neat. Do a little bit of menu, move everyone out of the main party, take a couple items off of Mailing and T260, and all of Blue's items off. So now that we've learned essentially half of the game's magic, we're now going to have our magical duel with our twin brother Rouge. Now, after learning all of this magic and honing your magical skills, the first thing we're going to do in this fight is throw hands. We're gonna punch him in the face. Take that, Rouge. Oh no, oh wow. I have 2 HP left. And down I go. Okay. This fight, it actually does not matter who wins. The game will continue no matter who wins this duel. Because the point of this duel was to get the 2 twins to become one. And whoever wins the duel is essentially the body you're using. And at this point, and for the remainder of the run, we will have almost all of the magic in the game. There are some magics that you can't use that are like mystic magics or like very specific magic that only like 1 or 2 characters can get. But now Rouge has almost all the magic in the game. So now we're going to go back to where they're from, which is the Magic Kingdom. Also, if you're playing this game and you get to this point, do not hold circle to go into this into here. You will immediately soft lock the game. You have to wait a second. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick menu here. Put those on. Now we're going to set our magic up so that we can get a potential 1 shot on the final boss. Alright, that was not a bad menu at all. When I was doing world record attempts at this game, I would spend about 20 minutes on just that menu before even attempting runs. right, things are a little messed up at home, so we're gonna figure out what's going on. But anyway, with the way we set up our spells, so that way we're gonna open up the final fight with Overdrive, which gives the user a bunch of spell attacks at once, and no one else can act during that. Oh, whoops. That's... Alright, I saved that. Oh, no. Oh, nice. Okay. Typically in this fight, if you see the rock baboon over there, the one on the left, it's almost an auto reset because you will almost always go before you, and it will typically kill you. So we're gonna get these. Oops. We're gonna try to go back up this. There we go. Now we needed to go down there to progress in the story, but it also gives us a Norn's Bangle, which is something we need to give us enough, I believe it's psychic, in order to do what we need to do. So here we learn that the Magic Kingdom was actually intentionally splitting up powerful children with like high magic power, and just so that way they could go and learn half magic, because like one person could not have all the magics that Rouge has unless they do with what Blue and Rouge did, and they need an extremely powerful wizard in order to stop what unfortunately happened while we were out, which is well, we're already on reverse gravity. A gateway to hell is under the Magic Kingdom, and they need a powerful mage to keep the seal on it. And the seal broke while you were gone. It happens. So now we're told we need to actually go into hell and seal it from there. And every character has their own point of no return. Blue's is when he goes into hell properly. So once we go in there, we've reached the end game. I do love this game's like depiction of hell. You'll see in just a moment. Welcome to hell, everybody. Now these angels are pretty powerful encounters, so we're going to try to avoid as many of them as we can. We're actually going to quick save there. Okay, where's the other one? There we go. This one we have to fight, because it just does not move. Or on reverse gravity, so... Alright, so once we get through this entire area, we're going to go into a boss fight. When we use Overdrive, it actually puts a few status effects on us, but the snake oil removes status effects. Actually, before I explain that, I'm going to try to manipulate this angel. Okay. So we're going to use Overdrive, then we're going to use the snake oil to remove the status effects that Overdrive puts on us, because normally you wouldn't use any JP in Overdrive. This angel is going to troll me, isn't it? There we go. Ah! That way we can... hold on, let me... Sanctuary Stone. Norn's Bangle. Quick save. Very important. Alright, so another thing about this boss fight. If we manage to kill Hell's Lord with the spell Power Grab, we will completely skip Blue's ending. So that's what we're hoping to get here. So we set up our spells to deal as much damage as possible, leaving him with only a couple hundred left, to have him get taken out by Power Grab. So right there, that gets rid of the status effect of not using any JP during this, and once this is done, we'll be able to use as many actions in normal fight as we do here now. Soul Rune ups our stats. Shadow Servant makes it cast twice. That was nowhere near enough damage. So we got the unfortunate 12% chance of not killing times Hell's Lord here. But that's okay. We can potentially kill him after this. Tower takes all your LP, but does damage equal to how much LP is being used. Sorry, JP, my bad. Takes all your JP away, and does damage equal to how much JP was used. So that's going to do, what, 14,000? Yep. Unfortunately, that first attack did nowhere near enough damage it was supposed to. So we did not get the quick kill. And in fact, now we have to hit with a few power grabs before he attacks us. This is like panic moment right now. But because of the snake oil glitch we did, we can do 7 power grabs. He typically will act a part way through it though. This one should take him out. There we go. All right, that's gonna skip the ending. All right, and time will be in just a few seconds. Right when I select I've got none when it asks where my system data is at. And time. And that's Saga Frontier Blue Story. It's a quick run and there's a lot to explain. I really didn't get into absolutely everything that I could there. I tried my best to get what to explain what I could. But if you like that, we have a Saga speedrunning Discord where we talk about all of the Saga games. If you like this game, I am more than willing to teach people any of the characters. I run both this and the remastered version, as well as a couple others of the games of the Saga series. I do runs over on my Twitch channel when I have not only the time, but my health is, good. Yeah, I want to say thank you very much for breaking the habit, for having me on here. It was really, really fun to show this game off to you, for you guys.
Thank you so much, Raclesis. That was an awesome run. Appreciate that very much. So, everybody, just a little bit of a reminder here. We are here for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, raising funds for them to help raise awareness and help those with treatment and just kind of getting the word out. With suicide being one of the leading causes of death, and we want to put a stop to that. We want to make it. They have a zero suicide that they want to push forward to everybody, and I think that's an amazing phrase because that's what we're here for. But that was a terrific run. Coming up right after this, Oregon Mike is going to be doing Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar, and then after that we have Desert Eagle doing Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, not the full remake, because this is a long run. It's an amazing run, but it's a long run. So we're gonna take a short break while we set up with Oregon Mike, and we will be back in just a short break.